Welcome to Classic Game Room. Back in the day, one of my favorite Pac-Man style games was Lock and Chase on the Atari 2600, but here I've got Lock and Chase on the IntelliVision, a superior version of Lock and Chase. Let the chasing and locking begin. Lock and Chase is a 1981 arcade game originally from Data East. Definitely inspired by 1980's smash hit, Pac-Man. There were a lot of games inspired by Pac-Man, and numerous Pac-Man-style clones found their way onto game consoles like the Atari 2600, which is where I first played Lock and Chase. This is one of my favorite Pac-Man-style games, because it has that similar maze-style gameplay, but with some stuff that makes it really different, and extremely challenging. Lock and Chase is a hard game. I've never actually seen the arcade machine, but I reviewed the Atari 2600 version years ago. If you're familiar with that game on the Atari, you can immediately tell how much better the IntelliVision version looks. But does it play any better? Annoyingly, like the Atari 5200 version of Pac-Man, the IntelliVision version of Lock and Chase suffers from the horrible IntelliVision controller. I found it extremely difficult to change directions in a pinch, and the positioning of the buttons that you use to lock the doors is really irritating on the side of the controller. But those collecting for the IntelliVision are probably used to that disc controller thing. In any event, the game itself is really good. As you can see, you score points by collecting the little dots, but you score big points by getting the stuff in the middle of the screen, like the $sign, which temporarily freezes enemies and makes them transparent so you can attempt to run through them, which I, of course, screwed up earlier. Technically, you're a thief robbing a bank in Lock and Chase, and if you can rob that bank numerous times in a level, that's when you get the big points. There's a really nice risk versus reward feel to the gameplay in Lock and Chase. Do you play it safe and just collect the gold coins? Or do you make that mad dash into the middle of the screen, which is really dangerous, and try to rob the bank? At the end of the level, you just get out of there at the top or bottom of the screen and move on to the next level. Like Pac-Man, there's also items that periodically appear in the middle of the screen, except instead of fruit and pretzels, they're treasures like a hat or crown or briefcase. Or 1980-era phone. I'd rather have a pretzel. Now, it wouldn't be called Lock and Chase if you couldn't slam some doors and lock them behind you to disrupt the flow of the police chasing. I get the sense there's a lot of strategy in this game, although I haven't played it enough to really get all that good. My best plan of action in Lock and Chase is to basically keep my distance from the police and only use the doors when I need to. You can lock 2 doors at any one time. You really don't want to rely on those doors, though, because the police follow you in a very erratic manner. It's not at all like Pac-Man. Maybe if you're really good, you could find a way to lock all of them in a closet somewhere, but I only managed to lock myself into a corner from time to time, which usually ends poorly. If you ask me, I think the thief looks a lot like the guy from Burger Time. Maybe things haven't been going so well at the burger joint, and he needs to rob the bank to get some extra cash. And maybe steal a briefcase or a rotary phone or two. Lock and Chase on the IntelliVision is extremely cheap and easy to find. It's also available on numerous other old-school game consoles. The IntelliVision version suffers from the IntelliVision controller and that terrible disc thumbstick thing. But other than that, it's a competent version of Lock and Chase. If you like Pac-Man, you should give this game a try.